What's good, Passport Bros? Back with another video, and I've been doing I've been doing YouTube now for the past couple of years. I've been active mostly in the past year or so when I still lived in the Matrix, when I still live in Miami, South Beach, and if you go back to my past videos, I was in Miami when I started doing a lot of more videos, right? Have a lot of friends in the US, in the Matrix still, born there, from there. And what I did notice when I wanted to move is I'm not just moving, you know, the notion of passport bros is, oh, you're getting away from Western women. It's bigger, it's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. I would say one of the major reasons I moved is to get away from plantation bros too. Because plantation bros are one of the biggest problems. Because if there's no market for the kind of toxic women that are in the U.S., they won't be available. If nobody's dating overweight women in the U.S., a lot of these women are straighten up and take their butts to the gym and start drinking water and taking care of themselves. But a lot of guys date them, especially in the black community. We all agree to that, right? So a lot of problems come from men, Western men, especially black men, right? And on my videos, I get comments like, "Oh, is it safe in Africa?" Negro, you live in the most unsafe country in the Western Hemisphere. The U.S. is one of the most unsafe countries to live in, and it's actually the most unsafe country to live out of any Western country, apart from countries going to war. Literally in the Western, in any Western society, you have more guns, you have more police brutality, you have more chaos than anywhere. You're very disorganized in the U.S. And then you're asking me, are other countries safe? Countries that are safer than the United States. I'm in Nigeria right now. Nigeria is generally safer than the US, right? There's no school shootings here, right? There's nobody putting a gun to your head in traffic, right? Like I was in Miami. I was driving in Miami. I was at a red light. I was almost at a red light, and this guy went around me to get to the red light first, and I wound my window down like, bro, what are you doing? He wind his window down with a Glock and put it out the window like, dude, you want some? And I was like, I'm good. You could be whatever you want to do, you could do. The light turned green. I slowed down. I let the guy go. I let him go far, far, far away. I was going straight. I purposely turned around so I can, and made a left so I can go the long way so I can get away from him. This doesn't happen in Nigeria. People don't run around with guns, right? There's no movie theater shootings, right? The general insecurity is just there's unsafe areas in every country. But for the first thing that Americans are so brainwashed, especially you men in the United States have so many resources. You have Google, you have all these resources, right? You refuse to look at resources, and you're asking other people, is Colombia safe? Oh, is here safe? Oh, or is there safe? You passport bros messed up Colombia. I went to Colombia in 2017. There was no scoping. There was really no scoping, Queens, and none of that robbery and people getting deleted. In 2017, when I went to Colombia, I was in Paqueyeras. I stayed at the Charlie Hotel. For you guys that have been to Colombia, or if you don't know where the Charlie Hotel is, I had a tub. I had a jacuzzi tub in the middle of my room. I was there for 6 days. They were coming in and out, in and out. Normal girls, no pros. Not like now where pros are just running around, walking around Paqueyeras, walking around knowing that all you gringos over there, y'all getting robbed and getting, you know what I'm saying, drugged and all that, putting you to sleep so they can steal your laptop and all that stuff. That wasn't happening when I went. Now when all the pookies started going, throwing money, overpricing the whole inflations, that's when all of this started happening. The same thing with the DR. So you plantation boards really mess a lot of things up. And I would prefer a lot of you guys to just stay in the United States and not even come to Africa. A lot of you can't come to Africa anyway because most of you don't have the means. It's too far. Some of these countries, you need visas to come. As an American, You need a visa to come. I had to get a visa to come, and then I processed. Now I'm a citizen of Nigeria, so I was born in the U.S., so I have a U.S. passport, and I have a Nigerian passport, so I'm dual citizen now. You know what I'm saying? But initially, when I started come visiting here, I had to get visas. I had to get a 2-year visa. My visa ran out. By the time my visa ran out, I was able to get citizenship. You know, and if you want to know how I get citizenship, I can discuss that in another video. But my point is, a lot of you passport bros, a lot of you, not passport bros, a lot of you plantation bros, all the problem, your mindset. I was going back and forth with a guy. I dropped a video. It was a while ago. I was going back and forth with a guy, a grown ass 45-year-old man, sending me clipped news articles from the Daily Mail, telling me about how West Africa and Nigeria is not safe, talking about how the insecurity is so high. I'm like, dude, I'm here. I'm telling you we good. I'm telling you it's safe. You're sending me clip articles from the mainstream media. You guys are the problems. When whatever these women do to you, you deserve it. Because a lot of you are so dumb, so dumbed down that you can't use your own brain to think. When Kanye did the video saying 400 years of slavery, they was really talking about y'all, man. Because y'all are still in slavery right now. Y'all minds, they have your minds where they want it. They have trapped you. They have dumbed you down all your lives. And we're not even going to go to how you were raised, right? I was raised in a 2-parent home. A lot of you guys don't even know how to lead. You say you want, you know what I'm saying? You say you want a woman that will let you lead. When you find that woman, because I've seen a lot of guys come here and fail because they don't know how to lead. Because the woman's like, okay, well, what are we going to eat for dinner, honey? And you're like, I don't know, whatever you cook. Like, bro, decide. Where we gonna go for this and that? Hey, I'm thinking about painting a house. What color should we paint it? I don't know, paint it whatever. Like, you guys are having problems with submissive traditional women because you've never had that kind of structure in your life. You were raised by a single mom. Your dad was never present, and it's not your fault. But a lot of you have to learn these things, and a lot of you are too dumbed down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are too dumbed down. The major questions that I get from guys is, "Oh, I heard West African women or Westernized." What does that even mean? Oh, West African women are Westernized. Please define that. Define a woman being Westernized. Define it. You people just regurgitate the same BS, and you think that you're gonna just travel and just have a better life because we keep telling you to get your passport. Bro, you still have to work on yourself. So most of you need to stay over there because a lot of you don't have the equipped mindset or even the genetic setup to come to these countries. You will fail. There was an American guy, a brother, right? Brother that came to Nigeria and texted me and said, "Oh, I'm in Nigeria." This guy was in his room for 2 days. He barely came out. He's on Tinder swiping, and then he's complaining. Bro, you on Tinder. What do you think is going to be on Tinder? A bunch of pros and stuff on Tinder, bro. Any country you go to is the bottom of the barrel of women that you're going to find on Tinder. Go outside, mingle, talk to women. This is not the United States. You can talk to women. You can approach any woman. Any woman. You can approach any woman. They will at least talk to you. They will at least talk to you. Right? They're very respectful. They'll talk to you. They'll look you in the eye. They'll smile at you. And if they're not smiling, tell them to smile. They'll smile for you. Right? Be straightforward. Go outside. Breathe the fresh air. Visit the monuments. Right? Is that not what you're here? You're here to eat good food and learn about the culture and go to the museums and visit different places so you can take that experience with you. A lot of you stay in your room and start swiping and think that's the way to go. And then you go back to the Americans, oh, they're Westernized. What do you expect? What do you expect you're going to find on Tinder? You're going to find a bunch of pros looking to use you for your money. That's it. What else are you going to find? A lot of you guys don't have the sense to even think. A lot of you can't think for yourself. You start clicking articles, you start, I heard. The favorite word for American, especially black men. Black men, this is specifically for you. And I'm going to tell you why. Black American men, this is specifically for you. You guys just, it's like you guys don't know how to use your brain. Not all of you, most of you, like 90% of you, really. The 10% already gone. The 10% already even out of the U.S. or on their way out of the U.S. or even in the U.S. but strategically just out of the U.S. as well. 6 months in, 6 months out. Like my friend is a truck driver, very intelligent brother, very intelligent brother. He drives trucks for 6 months. It lives in a cold state. So during winter, he's out. He's in Africa. He's in Kenya, from Kenya, between Kenya and South Africa. He's in Kenya, South Africa, Kenya, South Africa. So he has a place in Kenya, and then he goes back and forth to South Africa and Kenya. So he really doesn't care. He just goes to the U.S. to hustle. He goes to the U.S. to make his money, hustle, then he takes his money and he's out. There's intelligent brothers like that, but a very few, but the most majority of you are so dumbed down that you want to send me news articles for a place that I've been living for a year. I've been living in West Africa for a freaking year, and you sending me clipped articles about, oh, it's not safe. Oh, I heard the women are westernized. That's the dumbest things that I hear from you guys. The most common thing I hear from you guys, I heard is westernized. Where did you hear it from? Who told you these things? I just can't fathom why, like, you're a grown ass man and you live your life by what you heard from who? And can you please define? This is the thing about Americans. Like, we Americans are the most dumbed down, the most brainwashed. I mean, it's like bleaching a brain and you just leave it just blank. Most Americans, they just have a blank brain. You go to other countries and people are thinking, people are hustlers, people know how to use their brain, and everybody's thinking individually, right? Every person I've talked to here has a different perspective. Their general perspective based on cultural and religious beliefs, but as far as like mindset, a lot of people have different mindsets of how they think. In America, everybody thinks the same. It got to a point in America where I just know what someone is going to ask me. I meet a woman. The first thing she's gonna ask me, what do you do? I just knew what was coming at some point. That's how dumbed down. It's like most Americans like programmed computer. You just know what's programmed in it, and you know what the input is and what the output is gonna be. It's like those old Windows 98 computers that make those weird sounds, that big ass computers, and you just know how it's programmed, and you just know what you're gonna click and what's gonna come out. That's how Americans are, compared to people from all over the world. I've been to 15 countries, and I've met some of the most intelligent people in the world. And Americans, we think we're the most intelligent people. Look at all these women. I mean, my video today is not about women, but look at what these women are saying. Oh, these women can barely speak English. They don't have any education. Like, how stupid can you be to think a man is looking for a woman to speak English? I don't need her to speak English. English is not a prerequisite for what I'm looking for. Education is definitely not. As long as she's smart, she got something going on. The most successful people in the world are the least educated. The most educated are the most debt-ridden people. I mean, look at the United States. Look at the student loan debt. The most educated women own 75%, almost 80% of the student loan debt. And student loan debt is not going anywhere because it's a money maker from the United States. It's an income generator for the United States. Trillions of dollars. It's not going anywhere. Joe Biden can tell you what he wants. Student loan is not going anywhere. Anytime the election is coming near, you're going to hear him say that, and you guys are going to go for the okie doke because a lot of you are dumbed down to believe every single thing. This is why the black community has been freaking voting for Democrats all the life, even though Democrats have screwed you over. Democrats have destroyed you. Democrats was responsible for Section 8, driving the man out of the house, the most racist acts like the 94 crime bill and all these other bills that have destroyed the community, right? Keeping black people unable to receive loans. You know what I'm saying? Giving them bullet and bubbled loans that you get today, and then the rate would change tomorrow, right? All these things were written and given to you by Democrats, and then they bamboozle you at every 4 years to vote for them, dumbed out, led by the women. But you men are the most dumbed down. It's like they removed any kind of masculinity. Like a lot of men in the United States think they're masculine. You're not masculine. Go to other countries. See how tough men are. See the responsibility that they have to bear as a man, because women expect them to be man. In the United States, women don't expect you to be man. The society don't expect you to be man, right? A lot of you can't even say what you want, especially when it comes to women. You in front of women, all your whole perspective of life then changed. Now you got to mirror what she's saying because you want to get some cooch, or you don't want to offend somebody. And then and then a lot of you are in or these comments, you're trolling passport bros. A lot of you weak incels are trolling passport bros. You ain't getting no cooch. You ain't getting no ass. You ain't getting nothing. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Ask Jeff Bezos. Ask Jonathan Major, right? He can't win. He's an A-list celebrity. Look at what he did. One accusation destroyed him. And then Amber Heard is now what? She's in a movie Aquaman, right? But you plantation bros are the problem. A lot of you, especially you black men, are the problem. I've been studying this for the past year of being in Nigeria. Or the most pushback I get are from black men. Anytime you bring up Africa, West Africa, it's like you guys have a repellent. Oh, I'm not going over there. I heard this. I heard that. From freaking where did you hear it? Where? Where did you hear it? I get stupid comments like, oh, how do I get around? Who picks me up from the airport? You have Uber. You have boats. You have transportation. You have buses. You have cars like everywhere else. Like literally, I just don't understand. And this is why you guys are the way you are. This is why a lot of you are going to be losers for the rest of your lives. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much status you have. Always going to be on the losing end of the stick, because you have the laws against you. You have the society against you, the women against you. And you yourself, you're not helping yourself because you're dumbed down. You don't have the ability to freaking lead and destroy that mindset and say, I heard this, but let me investigate myself. Let me do my research. Let me travel. Let me get my ish together. Let me go to these places so I can see what's going on myself. I got white guys coming here, marrying beautiful models. I have at least 3 friends. I have a Russian friend that came here because of me, watching my videos. I have a white guy from the UK that came here. And I have another white guy from the US, from Michigan. The white guy from the US, I actually met him because when I was visiting Nigeria, he owned 2 Airbnbs in Lagos, Nigeria. 2 Airbnbs. He bought an apartment and he rented the other one. And I rented the apartment from him. This is one of the reasons why I moved to Africa. I'm like, a white guy from Michigan, I'm renting from him in Africa, and I'm black? This is a slap to my face. I'm paying him dollars to stay in his Airbnb. He had a guy run it for him. I'm asking all these questions like, yo, he really owns this spot? Yes, he owns it. Dating beautiful models, dating beautiful Nigerian women. Y'all over there asking stupid questions of, oh, I heard the women are westernized. Does that even mean? Please define westernized. She asks you for money? Is that what's called westernized? She wears wig, right? There's a lot of women that don't wear wig here. There's a lot of women that don't even wear makeup. There's a lot of women that don't even sleep around. There's a lot of women that do. There's a lot of women that it's a hypergamous nature, right? You people don't know the difference between a woman's nature, hypergamy, and being westernized. Being westernized is having a Western mindset, like the feminist mindset, like the I'm not gonna do anything for a man mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a woman asking you for money is not Western mindset, my friend. If you go to Saudi Arabia, women are gonna expect you, ask you for money. That's a woman's nature. They're gonna always date up, no matter what country you go to. It has nothing to do with being westernized and not westernized. It's a nature of a woman, right? So what does it mean, westernized? When people ask me this question, the number one thing black men ask me is, oh, I heard they're westernized. And I ask them, what does that mean? What did you hear it from? Oh, I heard. From who? From where? And what does it mean? They have no answer. It's like you people are so dumbed down. It's like all of you just regurgitate the same BS. And you guys are sitting in the matrix on the losing end of the stick. It's crazy, man. So being away from stupidity is one of the best things that I've done. I'm around hustlers now, man. I'm around people. I'm around guys that never left Nigeria, never really traveled, drive a Lexus, drive Bentleys, drive Lamborghinis. And I'm like, damn, I got to do that too. But the difference is in Nigeria, everybody pays cash for everything they own. There's no loans. There's no borrowing a car. There's no, let me go get a rental so I can stunt. None of that. You have to pay cash. And for you to ship your car from any Western country, you have to pay it off. You have to ship with the title. So everything that's around me is owned. Every house, every car, every bike, every Rolex, every Richard Mille, everything is owned. Everything is owned. So that kind of motivates me, like, damn, this is real money. This is real money in Africa. But a lot of you guys won't see it because you're too dumbed down. You can't see past the BS that's been fed to you. You're literally being controlled. Your whole mind and your whole life is controlled by what their perception of what they want you to think is. And there's a bunch of white people over here winning. I got a white guy that I just met last week that has a clothing store. Wanted me to meet his staff and come to his clothing store. He has 2 clothing stores in Lagos, Nigeria. A white dude from Europe. Y'all niggas over there asking me if it's safe. With some women are westernized. If you see his girl, we do these videos to help y'all, man. This passport bro thing is serious. It's serious, bro. Like, y'all just think this is a game. A lot of you just sitting over there. Y'all be trolling in the comments. Y'all be hiding behind the avatar, talking mess. Who do you think you're deceiving? Who are you hurting? Because at the end of the day, you losing. You're still going to go jag off to your porn. We over here, we don't need to jag off. We don't. We have phones. Phone call away. WhatsApp message away. We're good. They're here. Whatever you want. However shape you want. Everything. So, at the end of the day, you plantation bros are going to lose. Because now, we possible bros are away from y'all. Right? We're away. We're just watching and laughing. I go to the comment section of Austin Holloman's videos and Richard Mack and all this, and I see, especially when there's a live going on, and I see the trolls, and I see all these useless men in the West, really, most of you, just talking mad mess. I'll never go over there. You haven't sold me in Africa. Sell you on Africa? Who's selling Africa to you? You barely have a job. You ain't got no money in your bank. You're talking about somebody selling you Africa. I ain't sold in Africa yet. I ain't going over there. I ain't really seen much. Like, you guys really think you're doing something, man. You plantation bros, you on the losing end of the stick, especially black Americans, because we already at the bottom. So you're in the bottom. And we ain't talking about women today. I'm talking about you brothers. I'm talking about you plantation bros. Still on the matrix, talking mess with your dumb mindset, asking dumb questions about nothing because you can't use your brain. You don't even have the ability to use your brain. And when you do come to countries like, Uganda or West, in West Africa or even Kenya, y'all niggas fail. And then you go back with your tails in between your legs and say, oh, they're westernized. No, they're not. You just on Tinder all day in your room swiping instead of you going outside to actually meet humans, talk to people, get to know people, learn how to interact. As soon as you get some kind of pushback in these countries, oh man, I had a bad experience, because you expect everything to be like it is in the US. It's not. You have to adjust. Learn languages, learn cultures, learn ways, and respect. Americans don't know how to respect. So most of you plantation bros need to stay over there. We don't need y'all. We don't need y'all. Y'all already messed up Colombia and freaking DR. So just stay over there. Stay in the matrix. Stop asking stupid questions, right? I want the serious brothers only. The serious brothers, get your passport. Serious brothers, serious intelligent brothers. That's not gonna ask stupid questions of, is it safe? I heard westernized women are full. Africa's full of westernized. Like, we don't need y'all here. Stay over there. Stay over there and deal with whatever you want to deal with those women. With what Jonathan Major's dealing with, Tyrese, Puff Daddy, all these other people. Go deal with them. Just join them. Join them. Me Too movement, feminism, just y'all just go over there. Don't come over here and ask stupid questions. Please. This video is not for women. This video is not for Western women. This video is for you, especially you brothers. Because I see white guys over here winning. I see people from Saudi Arabia here in Africa winning. The Chinese winning. Russians winning. I met a Chinese dude last night at a bar with a bad bitch. Baddie. You got those white people coming over here winning. And y'all brothers over there asking stupid questions. Nigga, we ain't got time to be answering no dumb questions. We got white people over here buying land, starting Airbnb businesses, investing in refineries, buying farmland, open electronic stores, food stores in Africa. Yo, this is serious, man. We want serious men only. Get your passport, right? We don't want any pookies over here starting up dumb stuff, and I'm so far away that you can't come over here and even start anything. This is Nigeria. You ain't gonna come over here and stunt, because as soon as you get to the airport, you're gonna see Bentleys, you're gonna see big cars, you're gonna see dudes with money, real money, no credit card, nothing. Ain't no credit cards over here. Real money, real paper. I've seen real paper over here, humbling paper. And yet, the cost of living is still significantly lower than it is in the U.S. So if you make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, you're in the top 10%. So you're on the top of the totem pole. So you good. All you have to do is find a remote job. If your remote job doesn't want you to move, get a VPN router, right? Put it in this. Put the NordVPN or whatever VPN you have. Make it look like you're still in Cleveland, Ohio. Whereas you're over here in Kenya or somewhere, right? But I want all the smart brothers to really be passport bros. Because most of you guys are never really going to have the ability to become passport bros. Let's be honest. A lot of you don't have the generic makeup to be passport bros. You don't have, a lot of you guys, I had consultation with a guy. He's so scared of leaving the United States. This guy's a millionaire. Almost a millionaire, right? Is flirting with millions. He's not even a millionaire, but he has enough money where he can leave forever and never come back. This guy is too scared. Too scared by his mother, too scared by his sisters, too scared by black women, too scared by the society. He's been dumbed down. Tell me that's not slavery. Tell me that's not mental slavery of how they instructed and constructed or indoctrinated you and brainwashed you to stay in the matrix by putting fear in your head. They have sold you fear your whole lives that you're living off a false reality that's not even there. Even though you have access to millions of dollars, you still are not able to get out of that because you can't even use, your money can't even save you. Your money can't even save you. It's sad, man, if you really think about it. So money has nothing to do with it. All you people in the U.S., you know what I'm saying, living off of this, oh, I need to make $100,000 a year because I'm not worthy of dating, blah, blah, blah. Look at the millionaires. Look at the people on top, man. Look at the people on top. Are they winning? Are they winning? Cam Newton was in a podcast a couple of years ago saying, you just need to know how to keep your mouth shut, know your place. He got canceled. Jonathan Major, again, accusation, got canceled. Johnny Depp got canceled. Diddy, whether he did what he did or not, got sued. He lost. Dr. Dre. Can I keep going? The most successful man, Will Smith. is the most disrespected black man in America. Worth what? 400, 500 million? Does his money save him? Right? Your money doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you make. You shouldn't be focused on making more money. You should be focused on being more independent, meaning what can I create where I'm self-sufficient, where I can get fired by corporate America, where I can take, if I want to leave America, where I can take with me, or can self-sustain itself, where I don't have to be there. But you brothers, a lot of you are so dumb that you deserve whatever comes to you in America. You deserve all the child support, the laws, all that. Because nobody has a handcuff to your hand. You have a mental handcuff to your head. And asking stupid questions like, oh, I heard African women are westernized, or is it safe, or I'm scared you haven't sold me in Africa. Nigga, you ain't even ish to be asking that kind of question when you have millionaires over here in Africa. Like, subscribe. If you have any comment, drop it. If you really want to travel, if you're one of those 10% brothers, book a consultation with me. Please support the channel, Cash App, right? Like the video. I have my Venmo. Support the channel. I have more videos dropping. This is a no-nonsense passport bro channel. I don't have time for nonsense. I don't have time for low IQ, you know what I'm saying, mentally challenged people. I don't have time for that. I already left the matrix. I'm trying to bring brothers with me, intelligent brothers that can add to a society. Not somebody that just want to come here and smash 20 women and then go back. I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's fine. Like, everybody has a choice. But I need serious brothers, man. Because I'm getting sick and tired of, you know what I'm saying, just dealing with, like, childish stuff from grown-ass men, right? Share this video with someone that can be motivated. Because we're going to be tough on you brothers, man. We're going to be. This is past women. This is past all this stuff. This is on you now. This is on you now. Nobody has a handcuff to your hand. You can leave whenever you want. You are your worst enemy at this point. Peace out, guys.